You stood by the vending light, fingers brushing cherry white. You turned and asked which way to go, and somehow I forgot the snow. The street was wide, but you felt close. Your voice, the warmth I wanted most. We walked like friends, not holding hands, but I forgot how still I stand. You laughed, I lost my step or two. The sky was soft and so were you. You didn't see the way I smiled, but I stayed quiet just a while. In Sapporo, something stirred, not quite love, but not just words. A kind of hush that filled the air, each glance too sweet, I couldn't bear. In Sapporo, streets were clear, but every step you felt so near. It wasn't love, not yet, not true, but every beat began with you. We stopped to share a melon fizz. You wiped your mouth, I noticed this. The smallest things you didn't know felt bigger than the world could show. Your shadow danced beside my own. I never felt so not alone. No promises, no lines to read. Just you, just me, just hearts that lead. In Sapporo, lights were low, but still your eyes began to glow. I never told you what I knew, that I was falling into you. In Sapporo, slow and shy, like snow that melts before goodbye. Not quite love, just something new, but now I only think of you. We walked along the Hampton night. Street lamps flickered soft and white. You said it's colder than it looks, and I just smiled like in the books. Our footsteps echoed down the wall, the kind that doesn't speak at all. You looked ahead, I stayed behind, afraid of what you'd never find. The river flowed so calm, so wide, but I had waves I couldn't hide. I tried to speak but lost the sound, so I just kept my silence down. Under hung river lights you shone, like stars too near to call my own. I didn't say the words I meant, but every glance was how it went. Under hung river sky so still, I walk beside you, always will. And though we never crossed that line, you were the first to feel like mine. Yeah. You told me stories, dreams and all, the kind that made the silence fall. I nodded slow, but it shaking every time. Underhand river lights so close, but not enough to let you know you left with just a soft goodbye, while I stayed back to wonder why. Underhand river dreams you stay, a quiet love I gave away, and maybe you were never mine, but you were perfect for that time.
I didn't know I liked your smile until it stayed with me a while. You looked away, I felt it then. Something soft had just begun. You said okay and nothing more, but still it shook me to my core. I laughed it off, I played it cool, but suddenly I'm not that smooth.
I thought I knew the way things go, but you appeared and now I know that quiet talks and coffee lids are where the sweetest feeling lives.
I didn't know
I liked you yet, but every word I won't forget. You never tried, you never showed, but somehow all of you just glowed. I didn't know, but now I do. It's in the way I look at you, even if you never see. You've left a little light in me.
The crosswalk blinked and we just stood. You smiled once, it felt so good. I don't need signs, I don't need proof. The feeling's simple, clear and true.
I didn't know I'd feel this way, but here you are and here I stay. You didn't ask, I didn't tell, but in my heart it softly fell. And if you never turn to see, I'm still just happy being me, because I knew you for a while, and somewhere deep I kept it's not a sign, just your shoulder brushing mine.
I count the steps but lose my place when your shadow meets my face. You don't notice but it's true, every street feels new with you.
Walking with you, I forget the time. Every second slips behind. There's no music, there's no crowd, but still my heart is beating loud. Walking with you in this quiet lane, even silence speaks your name. We don't talk about what's true, but I think I'm falling. Walking with you. The sky turns pink, the day turns slow. You say let's go, I say let's go, but neither of us moves too fast, like we're afraid to end the past. Your hands are tucked inside your coat. You hum a song I barely know. I match your steps, I match your pace, but I still can't match your grace. Walking with you under quiet skies, trying not to memorize the way you look when you don't know how much I wish you wouldn't go. Walking with you, nothing more to do, and I never said I like you, but if you feel this moment too, then I'm already home. Walking with you.
얼마나 no, 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 no.
The street was loud, but you were calm. Beneath the signs, beneath my palm, your fingers tremble just like mine, but still you smiled like all was fine. We stood where people never wait. The city rushed, we chose to stay. You looked at me, then looked away, and that's when I found words to say. No flowers here, no quiet room, just neon hearts and traffic bloom. But something in the air felt right, like stars were hiding in the light. I said one word in Shinjuku, and the night turned soft and new. You didn't cry, you didn't speak, just nodded once, your silence sweet. I said one word, you understood. No need for rings or scripted good, just city noise and you and me, and that one word, eternity. Your coat was wet, your hair a mess, but I had never loved you less. You laughed and asked, is this the place? I said it's it's you, not time or space. We didn't kneel, we didn't shout, but all the world just dimmed around. 1,000 lights, a million feet, but none as loud as your heartbeat. I said one word in Shinjuku, and everything I dreamed came true. Not in a church, not by the sea, just here with passing cars and we. You didn't need a golden sky, just honest eyes and one reply. And now I know the way love starts is in the middle of crowded hearts. You passed me by just like the wind, but something warm stayed on my skin. I didn't speak, I looked away, still hoping you would somehow stay. The lights above began to fade, but you were brighter than the day. A half smile flickered soft and slow. It felt like something I should know. I keep replaying all you said, though it was only in my head. You laughed once and now it seems you're showing up inside my dreams. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Did every glance becomes a no? In this quiet song I hum, each time you come my thoughts go numb. Maybe you see, maybe not yet, but every word you've never said feels like a whisper meant for me, hiding sweet possibility. Your footsteps echo after rain. They sound like lines I can't explain. The sky is turning soft and blue, like it's been waiting here for you. I fold my hands, pretend to read, but all I feel is you and me. We're not a story, not just friends, but something sweet that almost bends. Maybe you know, maybe you feel this isn't just a daydream real.
you speak and still I miss the words. Your voice is soft like distant birds.
Your coffee's cold, but I don't mind. We talk in pauses undefined. Each smile feels like a hidden clue to something I'm afraid to do. And every time our hands don't touch, it almost hurts, but not too much. You look away, then back again. I try to act like we're just friends, but we're just this close, not holding hands, not making plans, but I still stand in that quiet space between what we are and what we mean. We're just this close, one breath apart, a secret folded in my heart. And if you feel it like I do, maybe silence is our truth. The crosswalk blinks and so do I. You say goodnight but don't ask why. I walk alone but still with you. Your shadow stays like morning dew. We're just this close, a subtle flame, a word unspoken, not a name. And if we never speak of this, I'll still remember how it is. We're just this close, not far, not near, but when you smile, I'm standing here. And though I never say it out, my every thought still whispers loud. The street is glowing quiet gold. Your steps are light, your hands still cold. The evening air feels soft and new, like every breeze remembers you.
We don't talk much, but that's okay. I like this calm, the silent way, where thoughts just float between our pace. And all I need is your soft face.
You look ahead, I steal a glance. I wonder if this is a chance to hold this feeling close and true before the night forgets the blue. You're soft like summer in the shade, like piano lines the sky once played. I follow
one by one. But still we stroll, we're not yet done. The world feels distant, dim and slow, but in your eyes I see it glow.
You hum a tune I've never heard, but I remember every word, like something from a faded book I kept but never dared to look.
You're soft like pages worn and warm, like morning sun after a storm. And as we turn this final bend, I hope this walk will never end.
You're soft like songs that never fade, like memories we gently made. If all we have is here and now, then let it be enough somehow. You looked at me and time slowed down. The city blurred without a sound. Your eyes were like a summer breeze. I held my breath so you won't see.
The way your laugh just stayed with me, like perfume drifting quietly. I tried to walk at your same pace, but my heart ran a different race.
And I don't know what this could be, but every glance feels like a key. You don't know what you've begun, but I can't look at anyone. It's a sweet flutter, soft and shy, like a secret in the sky. Every step a question mark, and your voice a little spark. It's a sweet flutter in my chest, like a wish I can't confess. You're the start of something new, You already knew how this would go. I said take care, you smiled too small, the kind of smile that says it all. No tears, no fight, just fading blue, and all the things we didn't do. The train was late, but not enough to find the strength to say the top. I watched your eyes, I watched you blink, but still I stopped myself to think goodbye in Sapporo, soft and slow, like snowfall when there's no one home. You didn't cry, and neither did I, but I still broke somewhere inside. Goodbye in Sapporo, quiet sound, a love that lived without a bound. No final words, no last request, just silence where we once felt blessed. We walked along the icy street where every echo felt too sweet. I reached to fix your scarf that day, but pulled my trembling hands away. You said let's meet again one day, but we both knew we wouldn't stay. Some stories end before they're read, some feelings bloom but go unsaid. Goodbye in Sapporo, clear and clean, like breath that fogs a glass unseen. You turned and waved, then disappeared, and left the part of me you cleared. Goodbye in Sapporo, still and true. I never said I loved you too, but when the snow begins to fall, I feel it like I lost it all. We met beneath the summer trees. Sapporo danced with quiet breeze. You held a soda in your hand and smiled like I could understand. Your shirt was wrinkled from the ride. We laughed and let the world slip by. 100 clouds above the sky, but none could match your gentle light. You said the summer wouldn't last, but we had time we didn't ask. Each moment felt too small to hold, but somehow sweeter than the gold. Summer in Sapporo, soft and slow, bicycles and skies that glow. You never said the word begin, but somehow I let you in. Summer in Sapporo, green and blue, every second felt brand new. We didn't need to say it loud, love was there without a sound. You pointed where the fireworks bloom and led me through the twilight room. The street was warm, the city wide, but all I saw was you that night. We shared a drink, a melting peach, your laughter always out of reach, but close enough to make me stay long after summer fades away. Summer in Sapporo, soft and shy, like words we never had to try. You brushed my hand and looked away, and somehow that became my day. Summer
didn't speak, neither did you, but somehow the silence felt true. Your shadow walked just next to mine, like a word I couldn't define. You pointed up at passing planes. I watched the sky, forgot my name. A breeze came in, it brushed your hair, and for a moment I stayed there.
We didn't call it anything, but I could feel the start of spring between your steps and soft replies. Something gentle, something quiet. There's sunlight between us, warm and slow, filling the spaces we don't show. You smiled once, and that was all. The kind of love that doesn't fall. There's sunlight between us, undefined, like stories we both left behind. We never said what this could be, but still it meant the world to me. We stopped to watch a corner light. I stood too close, but it felt right. You said this way and turned around, but in that pause, my heart was found. The world kept moving, cars went by, but I just stayed there asking why. I never reached, I never said, but all the words lived in my head. There's sunlight between us, soft and still, a feeling I could never fill. You never knew the way I tried to hide a heart I couldn't hide. There's sunlight between us, clear and true, and maybe that was enough too. Even if we never were, I'll always smile remembering her. You walked in like nothing changed. Same cafe, same window pane. I waved too fast, you didn't see, so I just smiled and let it be. Your voice was soft like yesterday, but I forgot what you did say. I watched the steam rise from your cup and hoped my feelings wouldn't slip up. There's something in the way you move that makes the silence feel like proof. You never asked what's on my mind, so I just stayed a step behind. I kept it I didn't know, like places you might wanna go. I nodded slow, but in my chest 1,000 words I left unpressed. You reach for keys, your coat, your phone. I stayed behind, still not alone. Your shadow stayed a second more before it faded past the door. I kept it quiet just in case the moment passed without a trace. And if you ever wondered why I never said a word, that's why I kept it quiet like the moon, watching you across the room. Not because I didn't care, but loving you was just too rare.
You were the first to make me wait, just to hear what you might say. You smile like spring was just for you, and I believed it might be true. We met where quiet mornings bloom. You laughed and it lit up the room. I didn't know what love could be, but something woke inside of me. I didn't even try to hide the way you made the world feel wide. Every word a brand new sky, and I just let my heart reply. You were my first to feel this way, to turn a moment into days. I didn't know what hearts could do till mine was beating next to you. You were my first, not just a name, but every fire I couldn't tame. And even now I sometimes see the way you looked only at me. We never kissed beneath the trees, but held our breath with gentle ease. And all the words we didn't say still echo through a sunny day. You never knew how much I kept the sound of you inside my chest, like melodies I only hum when all the noise of life is done. You were my first and maybe best, the one who taught me what comes next. You didn't
but your eyes speak loud and clear. When you smile that quiet way, my heart skips like it's new each day. You're softer than the morning light, and even softer when you sigh. I've never felt this kind of thing. It's like I'm floating in a dream. The breeze is gently pushing me a little closer. Can't you see? When I lean on you like this, it feels like time just takes a rest. Bubble, bubble, you stay on my mind, like a sketch of you up in the sky, melting slow as sugar dream, falling gently into you and me. Bubble, bubble, you're sweet and slow. One word from you and my cheeks glow. This could be more than just a phase. If I don't tell you, I might regret one day. Do you feel the same as me? Even silence feels like heat. Familiar streets, a brand new tone. With you they feel like scenes I've known. I stop and glance at you again, and you just smile like you pretend. Then your fingers reach for mine, like they've been waiting all this time.
Step by step you walk my way, heartbeats play a sweet ballet. Under stars I hear you say, don't let this slip away. Your eyes already told me so, so why act like you don't know? I'm falling too, I'll take it slow, but I just had to let you know.
Bubble, bubble, you live in my heart, like a daydream that won't fall apart. I keep my words behind a smile, but I've been holding them a while. Bubble, bubble, holding your hand feels like something we both planned. I won't let this moment fade, so I'll just say it. I like you.
We stood beneath the glowing sun, Shinjuku rain, electric lines. Your hand was cold inside my own, but somehow I had never known that love could bloom on concrete ground, with taxi horns and midnight sounds. The city moved, but we were still, and I could only breathe until you turned to me and softly said, do you believe in what's ahead? I couldn't speak, I only knew this was the moment made for two. Under Shinjuku Lights I asked, not with diamonds, not with past, but with a heart too full to hide. Will you stay here by my side? You didn't cry, you didn't speak, you only smiled and kissed my cheek. And in that hush the world stood true, my every tomorrow still shook, but you just laughed and said it took. We crossed the street like nothing changed, but everything had rearranged. 1,000 strangers passed us by, but none had stars quite like your eyes. Under Shinjuku Lights so near, you whispered yes for me to hear. The city cheered without a sound as my whole world spun gently round. We didn't need a perfect view, just city lights and me and you. No fireworks, no grand parade, just love and how it softly stayed. Under Shinjuku Lights I asked, not with diamonds, not with past, but with a heart too full to hide. Will you stay here by my side? You didn't cry, you didn't speak, you only smiled and kissed my cheek. And in that hush the world stood true. My every tomorrow began with you. Under Shinjuku Lights I ask, not with diamonds, not with past, but with a heart too full to hide. Will you stay here by my side? You didn't cry, you didn't speak, you only smiled and kissed my cheek. And in that hush the world stood true. My every tomorrow began with you. You looked at me and nothing moved. The street stood still, the air was smooth. You didn't smile, you didn't speak, but something changed inside of me. Your shoulder brushed against my sleeve. A second passed, I couldn't breathe. And though we kept on walking slow, it felt like something I should know. You didn't ask, but still I stayed. Just one more block, one more delay. And in that silence, soft and blurred, I swear I heard your heart unheard. Without a word, I fell for you. No promises, but all felt true. Like morning light, you didn't see, but warms the world so easily. Without a word, we said enough. With every step and breath and hush, if this is love, then let it be the quiet kind that sets you free. To tie your loosened lace, I turned away to hide my face. Not 'cause I didn't wanna stay, but fear would take this all away. You asked me what with tilted head. I shook my own and smiled instead. If you had listened close enough, you might have heard I said, so much without a cue, without a word. I said it all, and how I stayed and how I fall. And maybe one day you will see that loving you came silently. Back then, I didn't know what it meant to feel it grow. Your smile was just another light I never saw. It burned so bright. We walked and laughed like nothing stayed. Too young to guess the games we played. But in your eyes there was a spark that kept me warm when nights were dark.
I didn't stop to understand the way I brushed against your hand. You didn't ask and I just smiled, thinking we'd stay like that a while.
But back then love was quiet, like a secret kept in silence. I didn't hold you close enough, too scared to call it love. Back then we were almost everything I needed most. I never told you, never knew that my first love was you.
Days moved on, the leaves had turned, but pieces of you still return. In songs I used to hum out loud, in streets we walk beneath the clouds. I see you now in someone's eyes, but nothing fits the same, it tries. You were the part I didn't name. Now every love feels not the same.
'Cause back then love was fragile, like a dream too shy to travel. We didn't say what we could be, and so we stayed in maybe. But back then in that moment you, the world had paused to show me you. And though we've gone in time as to my first real heart still lives with you. You met me near the station sign. The sun was soft, your hand met mine. You wore a shirt of faded blue and said today feels made for two. We walked through Moriyama trees with melting ice and quiet breeze. The world felt big but not too loud, just us and laughter in a cloud.
I didn't know what love could be, but you just smiled and waited for me. We talked like time was far away. No plans, no rush, just one long day.
A summer date in Sapporo town with soda pop and ups and downs. You brush my hair behind my ear
bowls of food, takoyaki in your quiet mood. I teased you with a frozen bite. You laughed and said you taste like light.
The fireworks began too soon, but still I hope the night won't bloom. 'Cause when it ends you have to go, and I'm not good with letting go.
A summer day that softly stayed between the words we never made. You didn't need to say I do. I only needed time with you.
A summer date in Sapporo's hair, the kind that lingers everywhere. And if I walk that road again, I'll feel your hand just like back then. Da 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 da.
You stood by the vending light, fingers brushing cherry white. You turned and asked which way to go, and somehow I forgot the snow. The street was wide, but you felt close, your voice a warmth I wanted most. We walked like friends, not holding hands, but I forgot how still I stand. You laughed, I lost my step or two. The sky was soft and so were you. You didn't see the way I smiled, but I stayed quiet just a while. In Sapporo, something stirred, not quite love, but not just words. A kind of hush that filled the air, each glance too sweet I couldn't bear. In Sapporo, streets were clear, but every step you felt so we stopped to share a melon fizz. You wiped your mouth, I noticed this. The smallest things you didn't know felt bigger than the world could show. Your shadow danced beside my own. I never felt so not alone. No promises, no lines to read. Just you, just me, just hearts that lead. In Sapporo, lights were low, but still began to glow. I never told you what I knew, that I was falling into you. In Sapporo, slow and shy, like snow that melts before goodbye. Not quite love, just some